So I originally had meetra Surik fight Anakin Skywalker or Obi-Wan fight Anakin Skywalker, but it made no sense since Obi-Wan turned to the dark side. As our story begins, the Senate chamber enters with Yoda, meetra Surik, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Palpatine there. Palpatine realized that he had Darth Maul and Obi-Wan on his side. So, one on one. They all had their opponents, as meetra Surik would go to face Darth Maul as if some sort of revenge out of Qui-Gon, for she was no Jedi, so she could avenge his death. And Anakin would go after Obi-Wan, but Anakin would be conflicted to fight Obi-Wan, as Yoda would go to Sidious. While fighting Darth Maul, he was like a savage beast, unwilling to die due to his revenge on Kenobi. But he was much more calm now that Kenobi understood the pain of the dark side. So he no longer felt like he had revenge, but he wanted revenge so much. He was so conflicted at this point. And he didn't even know it himself, but meetra Surik did. He was like Darth Sion in a way, unwilling to die. So she would not fight him physically. I mean, she would, but she would fight him mentally as well. meetra Surik would several times disarm Darth Maul by severely countering his attacks with her smarter thinking. She would convince Darth Maul why was he getting revenge on the Jedi, for they have done nothing. For the Sith have done everything to him, tore him apart and destroyed everything his own. And Darth Maul thinks for a moment. He cannot be reconsidered with, so meetra Surik ends his life right there as Darth Maul is thinking. The fight with Kenobi was going absolutely wrong. Anakin couldn't bring himself to bring any killing blow that he saw to take on Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's form was sloppy now because Obi-Wan was too aggressive. Obi-Wan was just kinda hitting his lightsaber at the same time, like in the same place, over and over again. Anakin would have to tap into a little bit of dark side to swing behind Obi-Wan's back and stab him. Now, he didn't land a killing blow on Obi-Wan, but a disabling move on Obi-Wan, cutting his shoulder, disabling his upper body for right now. Palpatine growled at the death of his two new apprentices. He was disappointed that they died to such weak opponents. He would kill Anakin Skywalker and Yoda and this girl that he does not know the name of, as Palpatine would fight them all. Anakin and Yoda would push the offensive as meetra would go into her defensive position. As Palpatine would counter Yoda's attack, shoot lightning at Anakin, he would quickly sweep meetra off her feet, about to kill her as Yoda defended. Palpatine knew he would have to drag on this fight for as long as he could to kill the weakest opponent there. He used the Force to sense the weakest opponent, and meetra matched Obi-Wan's, and he considered Obi-Wan a very weak opponent, so he went after meetra. This was his first mistake. Meetra loved counterattacking with her defensive form, and so did Anakin. As meetra Surik would use Force Scream on Palpatine. Palpatine was confused at this. A Jedi using a dark side ability? This was unnatural. This was unheard of, as Anakin would swipe behind Palpatine's back, stabbing him, ending his life, and Anakin would fulfill the prophecy of the Chosen One, and meetra Surik would be proud, and so would Yoda, as they would attend to Obi-Wan and try to recover his body and try to bring him back to the light side of the Force. And meetra Surik would ask Grandmaster Yoda to change one rule, to allow love within the Jedi Order, and Anakin would have a family, and he would retire down from the war, and eventually he would find old Obi-Wan on the street and forgive him, allowing him to see his kids. This is the end of What If meetra Surik trained Anakin Skywalker. The next What If will be soon. And different.